right now I'm sitting just beneath the big toe of the giant Lashan Buddha here in Sichuan province.
220 feet tall, took 90 years to build. And it started being built in 713 CE.
By a Chinese monk named Hai Tong, who wanted to build this Buddha because right in this area, 3 rivers come together at this exact point. What happened was a lot of trade and a lot of boats came down these rivers. Because of the way the rivers converged, there was always a lot of turbulence. It was hard for the boats to pass through. So the monk decided that he wanted to build this giant statue of Buddha in hopes that the waters would calm down and people would be able to travel and to trade and to navigate the rivers more easily.
This Buddha is the largest Buddha in the entire world and is the largest statue that I've ever seen in my life.
So the nose of the Lashan giant Buddha is 3 times the size of me. That's a big nose.
Most depictions of Buddha have 3 marks of enlightenment, and this particular Buddha actually has all 3 of them. On the top of his head is a protuberance, which actually stands for mental acuity. He also has long earlobes and a 3rd eye, both of which reflect superb mental perception.
So on our way in, we actually passed a temple up at the top and some other halls that were up there. One of the halls was for Hai Tong, the monk who led the project to build this giant Buddha. And once we were in there, we saw these candles that had been lit, and I don't know exactly, but I think that it might have been for like prayers, like the flames. And then there was also incense burning. Actually, the biggest sticks of incense that I've ever seen. They were huge. They were like thick and like maybe like 3 feet tall.
Coming down the stairs, it was really interesting to see different parts of the Buddha pop out as you would turn corners. First his head, and a hand. To give you some perspective, one of those fingers is actually 5 times the size of me. Then you could almost see his foot. It was really great to be able to just see him manifest in front of my eyes.
One of the most interesting aspects of the giant Buddha is the ingenuity of the design, because in Sichuan and here in Lashan it's very, very rainy, so there's a lot of water, which when it was being built, they planned for so that there wasn't going to be erosion. There's actually drains. You can see the little holes in the legs. Even the curvature of like the cloth of his clothing is all designed so that when it rains, the water can just flow through and drain right out. There's a lot of other little carvings on the sides of the walls, and a lot of those have eroded away, but the giant Buddha looks almost new, and it's about 1,200 years old because they designed it so well and thoroughly in regards to the draining. And it's actually on UNESCO's World Cultural List of like sites to see. It's compared to like the pyramids in Egypt and some of the other great sites, the great wonders of the world. It's compared to those. If you have not ever come to the Sichuan province and had their spicy food, please come here. Before this trip, I hated spicy food. Now, I would marry it if it was in the shape of a woman. Kung Fu shoes. And not just any Kung Fu shoes. They've got rubber soles. And, the best part, it says Shaolin on it. Hello, Shaolin kid right here. Beautiful.